Hello students, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Welcome back to your class Ravi Sarji Maths, the easiest and finest way to learn the concepts of mathematics from standard 9 to 12th. Students, as per your demand of this chapter, I have made this video. Through this video, you can clear your concept about statistics. Students, before starting today's video lesson, if you are new to this channel, just subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Okay students, let us move to the slide. Introduction to statistics, right? A study dealing with the collection, presentation and interpretation and analysis of a data is called statistics. What is data? Fact, figure, numerical or otherwise collected for a definite purpose is called data. Data collected from first hand data is known as primary data. Secondary data collected from a source that already had data stored is known as secondary data. Right students? Is it clear? What about statistics? Statistics is dealing with collection, presentation and interpretation and analysis of a data is called statistics. Data means fact or figure numerically is known as data. There are two types of data, primary data and secondary data. What is primary data? Data collected first hand is known as primary data, right? What is secondary data? Data collected from a source that already had data stored is known as secondary data, right students? Now moving to the next slide. Questions about data. Give 5 examples of data that can you collected from your day-to-day life. First, we can collect the following data in a day-to-day life. First one is number of females per 1000 male in various state of country. Second, weight of student of a class. Third, production of wheat in the last 10 years in the country. Number of plant in our locality. Right students? These data we can collect day by day. Right students? In this data, few data are primaries and few data are secondary. As we know that data which can be collected by yourself, one hand is known as primary data. The data which can be collected by the other resources are known as secondary data. So student, is it clear? These are the types of data and examples of data. Now frequency of data. The number of times a particular instance occur is called frequency in a statistics. For example, 1, 2, 5 and so on. We are writing these numbers and we will see the frequency of 4 is 3 because 4 occurs 3 times. Ungrouped data is data in its original or raw form. The observations are not classified in group. And group data, in group data observations are organized in groups. So student, here you can see that the ungrouped data means 1 occurs 43 times, 2 occurs 45 times, 3 occurs 57 times. And similarly, group data means in a particularly class, a student got the marks between 0 to 10, 4 students, 10 to 20, 15 students, 20 to 30, 24 students, 30 to 40, 16 students, 40 to 50, 13 students. So collection of these data are known as grouped data. Right student? Next, moving to the next slide. Class interval, a size of a class into which a particular data is divided. Class width is equal to upper limit minus lower limit of class. Here 10 to 40, the class width will be 40 minus 10. 50 to 100 means 100 minus 50, the class width is 50. And 0 to 5, so 5 minus 0, so class width is 5. In this way, by subtracting lower class limit from upper class limit, we can get class width. Right, student? Okay. Dear students, regular and irregular class interval. What is regular class interval? When the class interval are equal or of the same size is known as regular class interval. Here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and so on. Irregular class interval, when the class interval are of varying size. Here 0 to 35, 35 to 45, 45 to 55, 55 to 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 95 and so on. So students, in a regular class interval, you can see that class length will be equal, and in irregular class interval the class length will be unequal. Right, students? In very regular class interval, you can see that in the above data the class length is 10, and but in irregular class interval the class length are different. So dear students, moving to the next topic, frequency table. A frequency table or a distribution shows the occurrence of a particularly variable in tabular form. Sorting. First of all, raw data needs to sorted in order to carry out operation. Sorting, ascending order or descending order. For example, here we are writing the data 1, 9, 2 and so on, and we will write this data in increasing order 1, 2, 3 and up to so on. So group frequency table, when the frequency of each class interval is not arranged organized in any manner. And a grouped frequency table, the frequency of corresponding class interval are organized or arranged in particular manner, their ascending or descending order. Right, students? So it is clear how to find the frequency table. For that we will have to sorting. So in sorting we will write the data in ascending or descending order. In ungrouped frequency table, when the frequency of class interval is not arranged, and in grouped frequency, the frequency of the corresponding class interval will be arranged. Here you can see that the marks obtained by 100 students out of 50 marks in a test are given in the following table. Here 20 number of students 6 who got 20 marks, number of 28 students who got 29 marks, number of 24 students who got 28 marks. So these kinds of frequency distribution table is not grouped. Right? Let us moving to the next question. The distance in kilometer of 40 engineers from their residence to the place of work were found as follow: 5, 3, 10, 20, 25, 11, 13, 12, 31, 19, 10, 12, 17, 18, 11, 32, 17, 16, 7, 9, 7, 8, 3, 5, 12, 15, 18, 3, 12, 20, 14, 2, 9, 6, 15, 15, 7, 6, 12. So students, these data we will grouped according to their ascending or descending orders. So here we are grouping the data 0 to 5. So we will see that how many numbers, how many workers having distance 0 to 5. Right? So there are 5 workers. Similarly 5 to 10 there are 11 workers, 10 to 15 again 11 workers. Distance from 15 to 20, 9 workers. Distance from 20 to 25, 1 workers, and similarly, right students? So arrangements of the data in this way is known as grouped data. Next is graphical representation of data. First of all is bar graph, a graphical representation of data using bars of a equal width and equal spacing between them on the one axis or on x-axis. So here students, you can see that in country and the average age in India, the average age is 55, Nepal 52, China 60, and Pakistan 50. So we will represent this data using bar graph. So students, here you can see that on x-axis we have considered countries, and on y-axis we have denoted the average age, right students? So in this way, separating each bar with equal distance and equal spacing and representing the data is known as bar diagram or bar graph of data, right? Okay dear students, now moving to the next topic, histogram. So like a bar graph but for a continuous class interval, right? Area of each rectangle is a frequency of variable and the width is equal to the class interval. So students, here the data is about the height of student and the numbers of students. So 145 centimeter to 150, frequency is 2, 150 to 155 the frequency is 5, and 155 to 160 means there are 9 students. So the students, here the all bar is compacted with each other, means there is no space. Frequency polygon. If the midpoint of each rectangle in a histogram are joined by line segment, then the figure formed will be frequency polygon. Is it clear students? So can we draw with histogram? Need midpoints of class interval. So students, here first of all we have to draw the histogram and then we will join the midpoint of each interval. So students, here you can see that marks and frequency of students 10 to 26, 20 to 37 and so on up to 90 to 100. So first of all we will draw the bar diagram and then we will join the midpoint of bar diagram with a line. In this way we can get the frequency polygon, right students? Otherwise we can take the average of class length and we can draw the polygon. Next is midpoint of class interval. The midpoint of the class interval is called mark. Class mark is equal to upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. Suppose you want to find out class mark 10 to 20. So midpoint will be 10 plus 20 divided by 2, 15. 30 to 70. So midpoint will be 70 plus 30 plus 70 divided by 2, 50. Right student? In this way we can find out class mark. In another word, class mark is also known as midpoint of the given interval. Right, student? Now moving to the next topic, average or mean. Right? The average of number observation in the sum of the value of all the observation divided by total number of observation is known as average. So in another word, average is also known as mean, but mean is for special kinds of observation. So mean is equal to sum of all the values upon number of values. Symbolically it is represented by x bar is equal to summation x upon n, where x bar read as x bar is the mean of the set of x value, summation x is the sum of all the x value, and n is number of x value, means number of observation. Right, students? So using this formula we can find out average or mean. Let us see an example. In the mathematics test given to 15 students, the following are recorded. Here the marks are recorded those students who has conducted the exam. There are 15 students, so we want to find out mean, right? So mean of this data is equal to sum of all the observation upon total number of observation. So dear students, adding these observation and divide by number of observation, we are getting 822 divided by 15 is equal to 54.8. Students, shortcut method to find out mean. Here is the formula, x bar is equal to a summation d by n, where di is equal to xi minus a. A is known as arbitrary point or assumed mean, and d is known as deviation. It should be noted that any value can be taken as arbitrary point and the answer would be the same as obtained by the direct method. Now mode, the most frequently occurring observation is called mode. The class interval with the highest frequency is the modal class. For example, 3, 4, 7, 6 and so on. Here 4 is repeated most of the time. Right, students? So mode of the given data is 4 because as per the definition of mode, the most frequently occurring observation is called mode. Here as per the observation we can see that 4 is frequently occurring observation. So mode of the given data is 4. Right? Okay, student. Let us discuss about median. Value of middlemost observation. Here has been the formula to find out the median as per number of observation. If number of observation is odd, the median will be n plus 1 by 2th observation, and if the number of observation will be even, median will be n by 2th plus n by 2 plus 1th observation divided by 2. So you will have to keep it in mind, you will have to sort the data, means you will have to write the data in increasing or decreasing order. Now dear students, let us see an example. Here the questions is given the height of 9 students in the class, right? 155, 160 and so on. So first of all you will have to sort the data, means you will have to write the data in increasing order. So here we have wrote the data in increasing order, 144, 145, 147 and so on. So students, here you can see that the number of students n is equal to odd. So if the number of observation is odd, so median is equal to n plus 1 by 2th observation. So 9 plus 1 by 2th observation, 10 by 2th observation means 5th observation. So what is the observation on 5th position? It is 149. See the next question. The position points scored by Kabaddi team. So substituting the value of n in the given formula, n is 17, 2,
so 16 by 2th observation
plus
16 by 2 plus
5,
1th observation
14
divide by 2
and up to 28.
8th observation plus
So you want to
9th
find
observation
out
divide
the
by
median
2.
of
So
the given observation. So
observation
first of all,
at 8th
dear
position
student,
plus
you will have
observation at
to
9th position
write the data
are
in
10 and
increasing
14
order.
so you wrote the data in increasing
substituting
order.
the value over here, 10
Now
plus
you will
14
have to
divide
count
by
the number
2.
of observation.
So
the
we are
number of
getting
observation
24
is 16.
divided by 2.
So the
you will
median
have
of
the
the
given
given
observation
observation
is
of median
12.
n by 2th
Right,
observation
students?
plus n by 2 plus 1th
Here we are
observation divided by
completing
today video lesson. I hope you have understood. For more video lesson, students, keep watching your channel Ravi Sir Ji Maths. Thank you, students. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end.